over and over and over again. So I
Yes.
am not 100% sure whether the actual item number that you're going to be asking for is the A3172. Um, Let me just look it up just out of curiosity, because usually it should make more sense right off the bat. I'm interested to know why it's doing that.
Jack, can I record this?
Yes, you
Okay.
should. And then I'm gonna give the explanation again, I guess.
Okay, okay.
And then
Recording it
Josh, you can
now.
just exit out of this quote.
I'm sorry.
Just exit the quote for just 1 second so I can start
Okay.
giving the Okay.
You can
So we're
control
recording right now,
in my
right, Tina?
screen chat.
Sorry.
That we are recording right now, correct?
Yes, we are.
All right. So this video is specifically about Josh's first toner order, how to go along with the process. The context is that the client called in asking to order toner, not asking for a quote, but to order toner. And she mentioned that she's bought previously before, and that that we have the model numbers of the toner listed. So we went to the customer's contact here in QuickBooks, and the first thing that I brought everyone's awareness to is the quote at the very top that is dated 2050. That's on purpose. And Josh, if you can open that quote again. So that quote in there has the four different colors already linked there. The price is on the right. And so basically what you have to do with this is you're going to go up to the well, I can click, right? So it's
Yes.
I'll handle it. So you click up here where it says create a copy. A duplicate estimate has been created. Now, even I asked Josh already whether the client asked for a quote or whether they wanted to purchase, and the answer was that they just wanted to purchase. So what's happening here is that, as you can see, but regardless if they wanted to purchase or not, you always have to create the quotes because the estimate is where everything starts from. You need the estimates to create the PO, and you need the estimate to print out the invoice later on. So you still have to create one even though the customer is not interested in seeing one. So what you will see here is that what you will see here is that the estimate has been already created. Interestingly enough, it does not have a number to it, but I guess the last one doesn't have one either. So we're just going to go along with it. As you can see here, the date has changed already. Customer's still up there. Ship to address is there. So basically, what you're doing right now is that Josh, what were the colors that they needed?
Blue and yellow.
Blue and yellow. So what you just do, you right click on the black one, for example, and you delete the line. And then you go ahead and you go to the magenta and you delete the line so that it's yellow and cyan.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna insert a line at the top so that the quote, when it prints out, it looks a little bit better. And then you're going to save and close the quote. And then from here is the step where you're going to have to call the two vendors and then create the PO from there. So that's the end of this lesson. But always just if you are aware that the client is a recurring customer for toner, it's in your benefit that you create one of these I guess master quotes, you can call it, and change the date so that it's always at the very top, and then you can just always copy it from there. And yes, so I mean, and it's always in your benefit to make your life easier when you know creating quotes for people that always need the same thing. And so, whenever possible, if you see a client that doesn't have one of these, it's always good to just have it on there, anyways. We're good, Tina.